Leo, greetings and salutations, my friends. I made sure I updated the playlist. For those of you who have never been to the playlist, it is organized by astrological sign with the most recent read, meaning the last read, moving backwards. So if you missed something and you wanted to catch up on maybe the last few reads, you can just go there, hit one button, and let it play. Anyhow, we're going to go right into your 5-card movie star spread. Woo! Leo, what the? This is. I have mixed feelings about this reading. So, there's a planning stage. And in this planning stage, you are uncovering things. I don't want to say they're secrets, but I just want to say you're digging into things you really didn't think about before, right? It could be that you pictured things going a certain way and they kind of went in the direction you were thinking, but it's not playing out the way that you imagined. So basically what you're doing is you're analyzing the situation to try and rework the picture in your brain, right? And you're keeping a lot of things to yourself. You're seeking out truth and perspective. You're seeking out your truth and your perspective. You're not concerned with other people right now. This isn't a time of taking action. This is a time of observation. Because ultimately, you recognize you are not in control of this situation anymore. At one point in time, you thought when this played out, you would have a heavier hand in the situation than you do. But you don't. You put some things into play, and now the whole situation is out of your hands. So, it's not that you wanted control over the situation, but you wanted more transparency. And you thought that having a certain amount of transparency would offer you a certain amount of new growth. And that as this played out, you would be very passionately involved in the project. But what happened was things went into play, and you were just kind of, it's funny, I was going to say you were pushed to the side and then knocked the whole card out of my hand. But that's exactly what happened. So you knew something was going to be initiated, and you thought you were going to be part of the main stage in this process. But as this thing was initiated, it was like, gee, thank you for your input, but now we're going to go off over here. We're going to, and you're like, well, wait a minute, what about what I learn and grow from this? And it's just not the period of growth for you right now. But ultimately, this is going to create a new foundation for you to build on. And this, so now I see, pulling up this card, now I see why you wanted to play a hand in it. You put something into play to create a stability, a certain amount of stability for yourself, right? And you are going to get the stability that you want, but right now isn't the time. So the powers that be, the powers that came in, and however this particular situation is playing out, this is the universe coming in and clearing the situation so you can find the foundation later. So basically, universe is saying, okay, you did your part. Now wait. Give it time to play out. You know, it's kind of like a forest fire. I hate to say it, but it's true. Like, or not a forest, but like a wildfire, right? You may have predicted that the weather conditions were going to be a certain way. And then the fire happened, and you kind of know that it's there for good reason, but looking at it, it's so subliminal and terrifying because there's really nothing you can do but wait it out. You know that it's going to clear out this certain area, and then at some point you can build on that area. But right now, it's just you standing back looking at the fire going, ooh, this is bigger and brighter and hotter. and more dangerous than I really expected. Gosh, this card doesn't come up very often. And in these past few readings I did, what am I on? The 7th reading? It's come up quite a bit. But here you are juggling your resources, trying to manage this. And here you are going, this is a little bit more painful than I intended. Remember what I said here, where you have like a lack of passion and a lack of new growth? There's a certain restraint on you right now. And the threes are all about expansion, right? So this is about the kind of pain that we feel that lights a fire under our ass. So it's funny I'm talking about fire here. So basically, you played a hand in lighting a fire, but you didn't expect it to like I said, burn as hot and as bright as it did. There will be a call to action in the future, and right now you want to put in that action. But like I said, universe is telling you to be still for a moment. Let things burn out. Let the fire do its job, and then worry about taking action and building a foundation. So the fire is here to clear the space for you. You kind of knew it was coming. You just didn't expect it to play out the way it did. Be still, Leo. Because the outcome you were looking for is on its way. This card here is about emotional satisfaction, but this isn't a quick fix. This isn't instant gratification. This is looking back over a period of time, accepting the good and the bad, and recognizing that the good outweighed the bad, even though the bad was painful at the time. So, in both of your outcome cards, you're going to get the foundation, the solid foundation you need to build on. And eventually you're going to realize that the good that comes out of this pain will outweigh, or the good that comes out of this situation will outweigh all the pain and suffering that people had to go through. But it's going to take time. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I'll see you next time.